Hello guys, my name is Nivedita and welcome to my channel. So today I have a very special guest with me, my husband Swapan Chabra.
Hello.
And today I am going to request you to share your experience, how you managed to get the job from India to Germany to my viewers.
Okay, let me first introduce myself.
Okay.
My name is Sopan Chabra and I'm here in Germany since 2 years now. And yeah, back then I was in India and I have around six years of experience.
So
Yeah.
what was your job profile and what was your experience?
Yeah, my job profile is automation test engineer. I'm working as a SDET here in my current company, and yeah, in India as well. I had the same job profile. I was working as a automation test engineer for 5 years in India.
So my next question is German language is required to get the job here?
Uh, in my case, I can say I didn't learn German before coming to Germany. Uh, yeah, German language will make your life easier once you arrive here. But in case of finding the job, I have seen cases of my friends as well who got job from India itself, and they didn't had any German knowledge.
But I think
So
this would be in case of the people who have technical skills, the people who are more into the management. So I think for them, German would be required.
yep, I guess in case of non-technical fields, yes, German is required.
Yeah. So let's start from the beginning. How the thought of first thought came into your mind that you want to come to Germany, or you started looking for the job in Germany?
Okay, yeah, in year 2019, one of my colleague or my teammate, uh, he found a job. He went to Germany at that time, and then after reaching there, he asked me if he can recommend me in his company in Germany. That company was based in, I guess, Berlin or Düsseldorf. He recommended me there, and I got a chance for the first interview. It was smooth, and just before the second interview, they asked me to complete an assignment for which they provided 5 days, and I completed that assignment in 3 to 4 days. Assignment was fairly easy. It was not that difficult, uh, but I don't know why I got a rejection email after 2 weeks. So
Oh, oh.
I did a lot of hard work, but then yeah, I got that rejection email. So that was the first company that I applied when I was in India, and from there on, like my dream of coming to Germany got developed.
Oh yeah. So it was his friend who triggered his mind to come to Germany. So maybe this our interview or this video will trigger you to come to Germany.
Sure.
Fantastic. So what was the next step from that? What you did after the rejection?
Okay, after the rejection, I started looking for jobs over the LinkedIn, because now I knew like this is possible. Before that, I didn't imagine like if I can get a job abroad. I always had a fantasy to come abroad, but I didn't knew the way which I can follow.
Yeah.
So from there on, I started looking for jobs over LinkedIn. Yeah, I started applying like 40 to 50 jobs per week. Yeah. So, but then after applying those jobs, I was not getting any calls or even I was not even getting the rejection emails as well. So I thought my applications are actually ignored. Yeah, so maybe.
So what you did, what you changed in your plan, that from where you started getting the interview call?
Yeah, so then I figured out, like, instead of LinkedIn, I should directly apply on company's career page, because my applications were actually ignored. So once I started applying on the company's career page, and then I got at least the rejection emails I was getting at that time. And yeah, even if I applied for 20 companies, then I'm getting like call for the first interview for like 1 out of 20 company. So it was way too less. Yeah.
So guys, I think this is the most important tips and trick, that you start applying directly to the company portal rather than the LinkedIn.
Yep. And also, just to get a better ratio of rejection versus the first round of interview, I also changed my resume. My resume previously was a standard one-page resume, which didn't have the project details as well on the projects that I worked on. But then I changed my resume as well. I then I had a two-page resume in which I added the project details as well, along with all the keywords that should be there in my skills. Or yeah, the another important part is also, instead of applying 40 or 50 jobs per day or per week, now I started with 2 or 3 jobs. I just concentrate on the job description of 2 or 3 jobs, and I make resume according to those job descriptions, so that I can even get to a point where I can have a first round of interview.
Okay, so this is the another tips.
Yeah.
So was your resume in the German format?
No, my resume was not in the German format, but it was just a normal standard CV. So I didn't done anything special, anything like Europe format or any German format.
Okay. So in the company you got selected, how many rounds of interview you gave?
Yeah, in the company in which I got selected, I gave two HR rounds. One was the introduction, and another HR was the last one. And in between those HR rounds, I had 3 technical interviews.
Okay, so basically it was 2 HR and 3 technical interviews, total
Yes.
5 rounds of interview, and you cracked it.
Exactly.
So what was the timeline when you started the first round of interview and when it got ended?
Okay, so in that particular job in which I got selected, I applied that in December 2019, and I had my first round of interview in probably second week of January,
Okay.
and on first week of February I got my job offer or the job contract.
So it was around 1 month of time that you got the job offer.
So it was around 6 weeks in total.
Okay, 6 week. I think it is a huge amount of time. So what was the next process of after that when you got the job offer?
So after getting the job contract, I initiated the visa process.
So it was you who initiated the visa process, or it was the company who was helping you to
So
initiate the process?
in my case, company was helping me in that visa process. They hired a relocation agency who ultimately helped me in applying for visa. And then yeah, once they initiated the process, I had to submit some of the documents to them,
Mm-hmm.
and around 4 weeks of time, they gave me the ZEV letter. They actually submitted the documents that I provided to them for the ZEV letter. So ZEV letter is basically a letter that is used for the work visa
Mm-hmm.
in Germany. So yeah, I mean, we had two options: either directly apply for visa by going to VFS,
Mm-hmm.
or first take the ZEV letter. ZEV letter is just a approval letter
Mm-hmm.
from the job market over here.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they don't have that same skill set, or people with the same skill set,
Mm-hmm.
so the scarcity of people, if they have, so
Mm-hmm.
they can only allow, or they can only give ZEV letter in that case.
Okay.
So
So their first preference is always German people,
German or
or the
European,
people
from
uh,
Europe.
from Europe, or the people who are studying here.
Yep,
Maybe they
yep,
would be the first preference.
yep.
Okay.
And after getting the ZEV letter, yeah, I had a list of documents that are required to
Mm-hmm.
apply for work visa, and yeah, I had the appointment as well at VFS Delhi. So yeah, I went there with all those documents and along with my ZEV letter, and within a week I got the visa stamped on my passport. They actually took my passport,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they gave me back in like 4 to 5 days. So within a week, I got the visa stamped on my
But
passport.
it took another month to get all the JAV letters and your
Yep.
passport done. So by this time, have you already resigned from your the company, Indian company, or you were still working? What was in your mind at
Yeah,
that time?
yeah. In India, at that point of time, I was working.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to serve a notice period, and
Mm-hmm.
for that I need to put a resign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After I got the visa stamped,
Mm-hmm.
I resigned from my company that I was in India,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I had to then serve 3 months of notice period.
Okay, so after getting your stamped passport, then you were ultimately, must be, you will be relieved that yeah, now I can resign.
Exactly, exactly.
So it's not the offer letter. You have, I think you will have to wait for the all the visa process to be done to resign from your current company.
Exactly, just to be on the safer side,
Mm-hmm.
because there can be a chance that your visa get rejected. I never heard of these things,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, just to be on the safer side, I
Yes.
didn't want it to. Uh,
We can't take any chance.
yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
want it to take any chance at that point of time.
yeah.
Um, yep.
But
So
one thing good about the German company is that you can trust them.
yep.
At that time, you must not be aware, but I think now
Yeah.
we
Plus,
think that.
yeah. Plus, one of the, I mean, it was a surprising for me because I had a fear that if I'll wait for my visa and then wait for 3 months, I thought I'll negotiate with my current company in India, but
Mhm.
because the joining date on my offer letter was different.
Mhm.
I if that would be the hard and fixed joining date, I can never join on that date. So I asked HR uh, in the in Germany to extend my joining date. So he actually did that without asking many questions.
Mhm.
So yeah, like I got job offer in February, first week of February, and on 10th of June I joined here in my German company.
Okay. So, meanwhile, during this visa process, after you got the job offer, so how supportive your the new company, the German company, was at that time?
So
they were following up with you? What they were in contact with you?
Yeah, so there were two things. One is the company, and other was the relocation part. So I was in touch with both. So basically, in visa and all those other stuff related to my relocation were handled by the relocation agency. And yeah, regarding anything related to the company or any other related to modifications in job offer was I was in contact with my HR. So
So
yeah, so
yeah.
they were very supportive and very responsive as well.
Yeah, because there is a lot of process after you, once you give the contract letter back to
Yep.
them. So there is a job letter process, and everything is in, maybe it would be in German format. So it is very necessary for us to get help from them, because obviously we are new.
Yep, and also my company provided some additional relocation services as well, like providing 1 month of accommodation in case I had a family, so I could also take my family along with me. And yeah, so the flight tickets and 1 month of accommodation was provided by the company. And some of my friends also came here. They also got the accommodation services like this. So yeah, it's really good. Like you get a lot of extra benefits as well.
So
Yeah.
starting the process, which was on January, it ended up in June. So in finally June, you came to Germany. So it
Yeah.
is a very long process, around 4 to 5 months,
Yeah.
and I think you need to be a very patient enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months from December to January.
Yeah.
It was the final company and my arrival in Germany. And before that, I had 8 months of long 8 months of rejection emails, or my job applications were totally ignored. So I learned a lot of things. I developed my skills as well. Yeah. So if you take all that in account, from the day I thought of coming to Germany and getting a job here till the point I arrived here in Germany, so it was around, you can say, total 14 months. So it was a long period, but it's not that difficult.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you also have you should be motivated, and that you can get job here. It is not impossible to get job in Germany. So one more question. When you arrived in Germany, so how was your experience with your company? What was your probation period, and how easy or how difficult it is to go through this probation period?
So once I arrived in Germany, so I joined my first company here in Germany, and yeah, the first thing that I observed was the working culture. It is entirely different over here. And also one of the thing that I noted most is the probation period. We don't take probation period so seriously in India, but here in Germany, I have seen they also fired some of the people.
Oh, oh.
So so you need to take probation period into account. You can't take any leaves or something.
You must be very devoted to work.
Yes, in the beginning you have to prove yourself for the company that you joined here in Germany. Yes.
And what I have heard in the German culture, you don't need to work to more than the working hours, like 13 hour, 14 hour. You don't need to work. You have to work in the limited period of time what they have given, and you have to prove yourself.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Agree.
So finally, what tips you want to give to my viewers who want to come to Germany or find job in Germany?
So if you say one tip I have to give, I'll say they need to be patient.
Okay.
So you will get a lot of rejection emails, you will get a lot of demotivation, you will get lot of your application will get ignored. You will think at some point like, why am I applying so many jobs daily? But ultimately, once you will start getting the interview calls, you will actually learn from those experiences what is missing in you, and what are the expectation of the interviewer from you. So that is the one thing, which is patience, and don't be demotivated. And the second point is, yeah, you should, like I said, it worked for me. Instead of applying the easy way like on LinkedIn or any other job portal, you should consider applying on the company's website or company's career page. So that will obviously help you. And yeah, the third part, as I already said, you should also focus on your CV or on your cover letter wherever possible. You should have your good CV. Or if you can spend some more time, you can also make a CV according to the job description. Obviously you need to have those skills, but sometimes you know some of the tools, but you don't write in your CV. So in that case, you need to mention all those tools in your CV. And also, wherever possible, if there is a field of cover letter, you should always make a good cover letter and attach it over there on the company's website.
Yeah. So the I think the most important tip to secure a job in Germany is to be patient enough.
Yep.
So don't lose hope and always try your best to improve your skills, and keep posting, not posting, keep applying to job directly to the company's portals.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
thank you so much for sharing your experience with me, and I hope this video is very helpful for you. And if you like the video, please hit a like button. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I will try to answer to all your questions. So thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.